My routine throughout my whole life would be drop weight quickly and see results. I would go all in hardcore and I would see results. I mean, I would. And maybe 3 months later, back up. Or I'd get distracted, or I'd get stressed out and I would eat. I would stop working out. So it was never long term. I've never done a weight loss or a journey like this for this long. So in November of last year, what I decided to do was to pretend for just a moment that I didn't know anything about anything, which really not hard to do. I was going to start from the fundamentals. I was going to go back to the beginning and just start over from scratch. And so I set small goals for myself. And one of those goals was I was going to do a daily yoga routine. Now, I've not done it every day, but pretty much every day I am doing some sort of yoga. In December of last year, my boyfriend convinced me to join a gym, which I hate gyms, and he started me off with very low weights, teaching me how to find my muscle, how to do forms properly, everything from scratch. So the first 6 months or so was dedicated to building a strong foundation and building a routine, making it habitual. I was able to do a back bend this week, which I was pretty proud of. I have never been able to do a back bend, even as a kid. I just got off the phone with my mom and she was explaining to me that she used to do back bends as a kid. And I was like, well, good for you, because I've never been able to. It's those small little things, those little accomplishments that really get me motivated, things that I've always wanted to do but haven't been able to. Even as a little kid, I wasn't able to do a back bend. And focusing on my nutrition and putting good foods into my body and enough protein, enough carbs, enough nutrients into my body to sustain all the workouts that I'm doing, which are not overboard. Everything has been slow and steady. And the scale has not really changed a whole lot. I'm not seeing this huge drop in my weight, but I am seeing a lot of results in how my clothes fit. I'm starting to see these little lines of definition on my legs, my hamstrings, my quads, my arms. The scale may not be moving, but I'm definitely getting smaller. And I'm not the type of person that really focuses on a scale. I learned that in boot camp. I only lost 11 pounds in the 13 weeks that I went through boot camp, but I went from a size 13 to a size 4. I am a vegetarian, and it wasn't really by choice per se. I ended up with some medical issues last year and something just clicked, and I have not eaten meat for over a year, and it actually has happened to me throughout my life. I'll just go through these weird little phases where I just can't eat meat. The last time it was a 2-year vegetarian, I don't know what you call it, phase. And then one day I just woke up and I wanted a burger. I wanted a burger. I did try the Beyond Beef, and it's funny because most people who buy that have to convince themselves that it's beef, whereas I had to convince myself that it's not, because it initially kind of grossed me out. But I had to force my brain to remember that it's not really meat. My Achilles heel is baked goods. I'm really bad with the baked goods. I'm really focused on health, strength, flexibility. I'm all about the flexibility. I am fascinated with what I can do. I'm 45 years old and am doing a back bend for the first time in my life. That's pretty exciting for me. Where I was 8 months ago and where I am today is so different. that I have no doubts that in 12 weeks or now 10, I'm going to be exactly where I want to be.